All right, welcome back to the Squeeze Zone. This is going to be week 3, but we are doing our recap of week 2. We did really well for week 2. We had some huge winners. We had a couple big misses, but overall, I went 17 for 22, 80%. I rounded up for that, so 77%. But that's all right. We're going to hit these real quick. I'm just going to go over them real quick. First one, we have Smart Global Holdings. This one, I'm counting as a win because while we didn't hit our price target exactly, this was one I did give the exact path for, which was I said it was going to go up to $42 and then drop right after that, which it did. It hit $42 prior to earnings, and it then dropped down exactly. If you go back to the previous video, you'll see I said it's going to hit $42 and then drop. So that one was a win, even though we did not hit our price target. Next up, we have Simply Good Foods Company. This was another win. Pretty much dead on. I had it dropping. It dropped from 31.36 down to 29.22 the following day, right after earnings. It hit 29.16 for the lowest for that day. Next up, we got RPM International. RPM International, this was another win. I predicted a drop after earnings on this one. Prior to earnings, we were sitting at $90.78. And after earnings, we hit 85.85. Big drop on that one. MSM, this was one of our misses. Looking back, I definitely saw where I may have incorrectly read the indicators. This one, I was looking at a jump, a pump up for this one. I was expecting $90.62, but we dropped down to $79.65. Next up, we got UNF. This is a big win. This one was a big one. I had this one pumping after earnings. We went from $211.69, and after earnings, we hit $227. That was a big winner for that one. Next up, we got Greenbrier. Greenbrier is another winner. Not too big, small win, but still a win nonetheless. We were looking at 36.38 prior to earnings on that Sunday when I posted the video. We did hit 37.65. Our price target was 38.54, so still a winner for that one. Next up, we got Landec Corporation. This one, I didn't feel like were any strong indicators prior to its earnings. However, this was a big winner. That Sunday, we were looking at $10.85. After earnings, we hit $11.66. Price target previously for that one was $11.69. Next up, we got Saratoga Investment Group. This was another. This one was a miss. I had this one dropping, and looking back once again, I can see where I may have misread. This one jumped up all the way to, as you can see it right now, we got almost $23 after earnings. So that was a big miss. That's all right. Next up, we got Resources Connection. This one was a big winner. That Sunday, we were looking at $12.57. After earnings, we hit $11.90. So that was a big winner for that one. Next up, we got Best Buy. Best Buy is one I'm a little sour about because while the price target was completely off, I'm completely wrong about the price target. I was right about the direction it was going to move after earnings. It rallied like crazy last week, and it's just a little unreasonable to think that it's going to drop from $22 all the way down to $15 after earnings. If it got back to where we were on Sunday prior to earnings, I absolutely would have made total sense for it to drop from $17 down to $15. So technically, I was wrong on the price target, but I was right on which way it was going to go and how much it was going to move as well. That was about $2.50 that I moved from after earnings. We went from $21.50 and we dropped all the way down to $17.75. So I'm counting that one as a miss, even though I feel like that was a win because I did predict it mostly correctly. If I had been watching it, if you were running that play that week, you would have waited until the day before earnings. You would have seen that it was at $21.50, and you would have gone to short it prior to earnings. That's where you would have gotten your win. All right, next up we got CNST. CNST. This was another winner. Not a big one. Very small winner. We hit $29.40 after earnings. Next up, we got Conagra Brands. Conagra Brands. This was unfortunately another miss. Big miss on this one. We were sitting at $36.26 prior to earnings that Sunday, and we hit $33. I could see that if I was looking at it Wednesday prior to earnings, probably would have switched to a drop for that one. We got Angiodynamics. This is definitely the biggest miss of the week. This one, I think this would be another one where if I was looking at it prior to earnings that Wednesday, I probably would have switched it. But regardless, this was another big miss. We were looking at $15.33 that Sunday, and it hit $19.50 after earnings. Acuity Brands. This was a big winner. A small win. We were sitting at $121 prior to that Sunday prior to earnings. I was going for 112. We hit 117.88. So small win. We got REV Group. This one was another win, another small one. That Sunday, we were looking at $8.81. After earnings, we hit $8.32, pretty much right on the mark for that one. I was pretty happy about that. Next up, we got Lamb Weston Holdings. This one was a small win, not a big one. I wasn't predicting a big move on this one anyways. Prior to earnings, we were looking at $78.74. I was looking for $80.53. We had $79.78. So small win, but I wasn't expecting a big move on that one anyways. Lindsay Corporation, while it is way higher than it was that Sunday, this one was technically a win because right after earnings at open, we dropped from 128.46 that Sunday. My target was 119, but we hit 123.69. So a little off, but still a win. And then just reversed like crazy. Micron. This was another big focus for that week. Along with Bed Bath & Beyond, this was another big winner. While it dropped after hitting my target, it still hit my target. This was definitely one of my bigger moves I was predicting. We were looking at $75.18 on Sunday, and I was aiming for $85.65. And you can see right here that we were just off by about $1, $84.23. Solid, absolutely solid. Another one, we got another big winner here. We got WD-40. WD-40 is definitely the biggest winner of the week. We got this one. I did not go so bold on this one. I only was predicting about a $12 jump, but we got way higher than that. If you went to play this earnings and you went for a move up, we hit $320 after earnings. So that was a big winner. Accolade's Another win, another big one, another big winner. That Sunday, we were looking at $43.50, and I was expecting it to hit about $48, and we hit $50.98. So another big winner on that one. Next up, we got Duck Creek Technologies. Duck Creek Technologies is another winner. That Sunday, we were looking at $43.40. I was expecting it to hit $42.15, and we got down all the way down to $39.56. And lastly, last of the recap, we got Franklin Covey. Franklin Covey was a miss. I was expecting it to drop down to about $21, but instead it jumped up to about $26.26. That's a recap for week 2, and the only other thing to recap would be Alibaba. If you are keeping an eye on Alibaba, just know that the whole last week they were doing a kind of a good news, bad news cycle. So I'm expecting some more bad news this week to get it back down towards that $200 mark that I'm expecting it to hit. We have until January 22nd for it to hit $200, but expect some more bad news this week. I don't think they're out just yet. Anyways, that's a recap. We got week 3 earnings predictions coming up a little bit later. Thanks for coming to the Squeeze Zone. Don't buy or sell stocks purely on what you hear. Make sure to do your own research before you invest. And we'll see you next week.